this is Chris the Nightmare Rio, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? So I wanted to share this article that was sent to me. Let me see here. Was this Boxing Scene? So shouts out to Boxing Scene. And I'm going to leave this link in the description box. And like always on my channel, you can click it, read it, and come to your own surmise. All right, so it says Anthony Joshua to make next defense on November 26th, okay? So it says here, Anthony Joshua has revealed the date of which he will return to the ring. The Olympic gold medal winner at London 2012 has been working with the BBC as part of their coverage of the games in Rio de Janeiro, hasn't fought since retaining his IBF World Heavyweight title on June 25th at the O2 Arena. That was a fight against Dominic Breazeale. But the world champion, 26 years old, will be back in the squared circle in the autumn and is soon expected to embark on a training camp ahead of his next fight. Joshua told John Inverdale live on BBC One in the aftermath of Team GB man Joe Joyce Olympic super heavyweight final defeat to France's Tony Yoka. And I still haven't watched that fight yet. People told me that Joyce got robbed, man. So I need to check that fight out. That he is working towards a return date of November 26th. No venue or opponent have yet been disclosed for the Watford puncher's second world title defense, but Boxing Scene understands that Joshua will not fight at the O2 Arena, where he has for his past 5 outings, and will instead box elsewhere. Wow, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were planning on not fighting at the O2. I don't know if he's going to come stateside and fight here in America. I know they've been talking about trying to get open up to American fan base. I've heard Hearn talk about that. All right, then it says further details are set to be revealed by promoter Eddie Hearn in due course, but it has been widely reported that the 3 fighters under consideration to oppose Joshua are the mandatory challenger Joseph Parker and of New Zealand, but Parker has a fight October 1st against Dimitrenko. So unless he somehow goes in there and knocks Dimitrenko, I don't even think that fight's possible. Even if he got a quick stoppage, like first round, 1-punch knockout. Maybe then, but that'd be a quick turnaround fight, October 1st, and then for the title, November 26th. Things like that have been done. I've seen, Mike Tyson would defend his titles and fighting unification fights 2 months apart. So it has happened, but I'm not sure Parker's really a opponent for November 26th. All right, that's just my opinion. But then it goes on to say, as well as former WBC ruler Bermane Stiverne. Now, the last I checked with Stiverne, and I even looked on, I believe it was Stiverne's Instagram. It was either his Instagram or Twitter, when he was saying that the fight with Povetkin is official for the WBC interim title. All right, so I'm thinking Stiverne's going to be occupied fighting Povetkin. All right, then it says, and another opponent is a current European king. He is the EBU champion, Kubrat Pulev of Bulgaria. That's the fight I think he's going to go with. Now, one thing about Pulev is I know, well, first of all, the EBU had, they set a mandatory date for him to defend that EBU title against Mariusz Wach. Okay, so let me put that out there. I'm not sure he's going to, I doubt he's going to fight Mariusz Wach. I think he's going to fight Anthony Joshua. Now, he could fight Wach because if you look at Pulev, he has the second mandatory position. He beat Derek Chisora for that second mandatory position, meaning Parker is the first mandatory. Then after that fight, the winner out of Joshua and Parker, if both guys meet up, the winner of that, the next title shot belongs to Pulev. So Pulev can he's 35 years old, man. I mean, the title shot's here. The title shot is here. You just fought Chisora, who was a UK fighter. So, and plus, fans know who Pulev is. I mean, he got to fight Klitschko. Didn't look that good against Klitschko, but he has some decent wins. Beat Ustinov. Former Olympian, has one of the best jabs in the division. Pulev's he's a good fighter, man. I rank him in the top 8, definitely the top 10. He's definitely a top 10 heavyweight. Like, regardless of sanctioning body, he is one of the top 10 heavyweights in my opinion. So maybe Pulev, you know, maybe he doesn't want to wait, man. I mean, he's 35 years old. You know, the time is ticking. He hasn't shown signs of slowing down, you know, but just the time is ticking. You know, how long do you want to wait, especially if whoever wins between Parker and Joshua, if those are the two guys that meet up. I don't like to, you know, make it seem like it's a foregone conclusion, but if those are the two guys that meet up and they fight, then Pulev is going to be sitting around waiting. You know, I'm not sure what the IBF has as far as the date for Pulev, being that he's the second mandatory. I'm not sure when they're going to force that fight to happen. But let's say they take, you know, some voluntary defenses. Then, you know, who knows how long he'll be sitting and waiting. And even if they do have something set, some type of guideline, these sanctioning bodies, they always break their guidelines, man. So who knows how long he'll be waiting for a title shot. It's there. You know, you still got some months right now. You fought Chisora, but that was a few months ago. I say Pulev just takes the title shot right now. You know, but if those are the three names, and I've also did videos about this too, and David Price has thrown himself in there. David Haye hasn't made a decision yet. From what me and most of the fans thought, he was going to fight Shannon Briggs, being that he promised, he pinky swear Shannon Briggs that he will fight him if Briggs passed the brain scan and he fought on his Arnold Jerichai undercard. Well, he did, you know, so they licensed him to fight. He fought on the undercard. He won, not by knockout, first round. So I don't see what the problem is, but I guess we're still waiting for David Haye to make his decision. I'm not sure, man. Maybe, you know, now these are the names that boxing scene put out there. And for those names, though, I mean, really, it's really one name, really, Pulev, because like I said, Stiverne's going to be occupied with Povetkin. And then we know that Parker's going to be occupied a month before the November 26th date against Dimitrenko. So they should have added some more names in this article, man, because Pulev is the only one out of those three that really can fill that void, in my opinion, for November 26th. And then Price has thrown his name out there. They haven't really dismissed him, Hearn and Joshua. I haven't really heard them dismiss Price. Although I did see AJ put out something on his Twitter saying only real applicants apply, so on and so forth. But I'm not sure he was directing that necessarily towards Price. But then who else has been thrown out there, man? Also heard Eric Molina say that he will fight. He's trying to get a fight with Price right now, Molina and Price. So I don't know, man. Maybe we'll get, you know, maybe there'll be some huge surprise, man, and it's David Haye versus Joshua, and that would be a fantastic fight. That would be a fantastic fight. If Haye is holding out and he doesn't want to fight Briggs because he's going to fight Anthony Joshua, then I'm sure that, well, I know I can speak for myself. I will have no problem with that. Briggs just going to have to, you know, I understand it to be a promise that was broken, man, but for Haye and for the boxing fans in general, that would be a really good fight. You know, maybe they could have Tarver and Briggs on the undercard or something. I'm not sure. But just getting this news out there, man. Joshua has a date, November 26th. Against who? I'm not sure. Pulev is in the running. Like I said, he has a second mandatory spot. Maybe he'll want to take his title shot now instead of waiting. You know, or maybe it'll be Price. Maybe it'll be Molina. I'm not sure, man. But we'll have a opponent here pretty soon. Just getting it out there. I'm out.